conversation with the leash with him. Look at that. I can now talk to him with a very primitive language, but it's one that's very useful, and it can explain things pretty clearly. We will be getting off the leash as the program goes on, but in the beginning, that's my first line of defense. Hey, let's at least be able to talk on a slip lead. Okay, and by the way, slip leads are wonderful. This combination, slip lead and e-collar, I'll use this with a young dog like this who doesn't have any serious issues, and I'll use the same exact setup for the most aggressive dog I'm ever gonna work with, right? This setup is versatile, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, so we're gonna go into sit. I wanna see how he does with stay. I wanna see how he does with stay commands here, so. Sit. I'm gonna go really low here, like a 3. I wanna find something he barely feels. There's a 4, there, he feels that, okay? You see the ears and him kind of tuning into the sensation? That's the number I'm looking for right now. Sit. Sit. And then I'm gonna, good boy. Nice work, bud. No. Good boy. Nice work. I've got some beautiful numbers going on right now. I found that the 4, he feels, but he doesn't respect. But if I hit that boost, he respects it because it goes up 5, so it'll put him at a 9. So I found that nice little thing I can work on right now, and hopefully those numbers don't change so I can have this convenience of when I say no, I can hit that boost if needed. Good. Break. And now, so see that invitation that I was using earlier? It's starting to come in handy, isn't it? I don't know, we're gonna be able to teach break with that. We're gonna teach recall with those little movements. So everything complements one another here. So we need a sit stay though. And we need him to know that, that if I ask him to sit and he doesn't, if he feels e-collar pressure, that means to sit. We need him to know that. We also need him to know if he's to get up and he hears me say no and feels e-collar pressure, that his butt needs to go back to the ground. That is going to be part of his foundation. That's called that's his first stay command. He's gonna learn to stay. He's also gonna learn to recall. He's also gonna learn to heel. And then once he learns the sit, heel, and recall, that's the foundation. That's the core. Break. Nice work, buddy. It's a lot of stimulation here. Like, talk about a dog having to use their brain power. This dog has a lot of brain power because he's a working dog. He could do this for quite a while, but I can see him starting to get tired just from thinking. Okay, sit. Look at the thinking. Sit. Good boy. Good job. Now, sit's wonderful because it's easy to teach and it allows us to teach our markers, the words that we're using. So we use good, no, and break. Good meaning, keep doing what you're doing. I like it. No meaning, don't do that. Or you're heading in the wrong direction. No. Sit. You almost did it. Good boy. And then break means you're free. Good. Good. Break. There you go. I'm gonna give him a little freedom, and then we're gonna do it again. So he's gonna learn these markers as well as sit at the same time. No, it's not too much for your dog. It's not too much for puppies. It's not too much for adult dogs. Very, very natural and simple for them to learn, but it is the foundation. Okay, here we go. Ready? Sit. Good. These dogs are so smart, they pick up on patterns. So we'll talk about that as this training goes on and how to avoid autopilot and keeping him actually engaged. But right now, I want him to pick up on this pattern. I want him to feel some success. I think it will help him feel good, confident. Good boy. Break. Nice. I'm seeing a change in just in the way he's breathing and just in the way he's looking at me, a little bit more confident, or I guess less uneasy, because I think he's understanding. Oh, I get this. It's just sit. Okay, I know this. All right. Sit. Good. Nice, buddy. I'm gonna set up a mistake here. No. Sit. Good. He says, well, wait, every time you bend down, that means I can come to you. Good. Break. Nice, it's that word. Good. So you see how I called out what I was doing next. I said, I'm gonna set up a mistake here. You wanna be good at being able to control the situation like that. Say, okay, I need to teach him that no means to go back to the sit, so I need to set that up. You know, this is what I mean when I say stay one step ahead of the dog. We're setting up the experience. Usually when a dog's making a mistake, it's because we've triggered it intentionally so that we can have that particular conversation. Okay? What happens when you stand up premature? What should you do when you make this mistake? Right? Break. Good. Starting to learn that word because I'm seeing him move a little bit. Sit. Good. Now, good boy. Every dog's going to move at a different pace. This is a pretty average pace, but I think it's actually a little bit smoother if I had to average out the dogs that go through this. A lot of them pop up a lot more. He's very clever. He's smart. He's got a good brain in there. He picks up on patterns very fast. So he's not going to make mistakes by the looks of it. If this is any sign about how the rest of the training is going to go, he's not going to make the same mistake 10 times. He might make it once or twice, maybe 3 times, and then get it. Some dogs are going to make it like 20 times, and they finally go, oh, I get it. Just like us humans, we all learn at a different pace, and that some things are easier for certain dogs, harder for other dogs. It's just how it goes. Some dogs are going to struggle with this sit like no tomorrow. Other dogs, it's easy. Some dogs are going to struggle on the walk like crazy, and other dogs, it's easy. It depends on the dog and what they're going to struggle with. This is looking pretty good so far. It's actually going a little bit easier than the walk for him. Seems a little easier. Break. Nice, bud. Nice work.